40 years with the
God
paper.
bless.
Yeah, so I wanted to shout that out, because we stand on their shoulders and we got to, keep promoting each other. So, Damon, with that, I'm going to let you introduce and get into the start with the next segment.
We're waiting for Donnie to come back, but
Yeah,
I'm
Donnie
gonna
got to turn
slide
his
him in.
camera on. You got to turn the camera on, Donnie.
Yo, Donnie.
My brother, Mike Hannon.
Good evening, sirs. How are you doing, and ma'am?
Yes, yes, yes.
Doing well,
Good
doing
evening.
well.
Derek, what's happening, brother?
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
All right.
We waiting to Donnie to come on. But this segment, um, we're gonna have some discussions because brother Derek, and if those of you that don't know, I wanted brother Derek to come on, and I don't know what happened to Donnie, but when he comes back in, I wanted brother Derek to come on this Wednesday. We're doing a press conference at the Mount Vernon City Hall, and then we're going in and at the city council meeting. And for those who don't know, brother Derek Williams is the Mount Vernon officer that has been suffering from kidney failure, been on dialysis 7 days a week as a result from catching COVID, and they just I don't know what they did in the department. I really don't know. He by law it should have been a work injury, and he should have been covered. And they just botched the paperwork, and he ended up using up all his time. He ended up being off a payroll for 2 years, paying for his and then they want to fire him. Like, this is insane. And we're supporting this brother, and Mount Vernon has to pay what they owe, and brother Derek, just hey man, just speak from the heart, brother. Just speak from the heart on what's going on in your ordeal, and then we'll get the mic and whenever Donnie comes on.
Well, I did 19 years of service there in Mount Vernon, and during the pandemic, did a lot of doubles, triples at times because the job was short. So I just decided to do as much overtime as I can to help out. But it came a time where I got the COVID myself, and it was devastating for me, you know, and my health. So I was out of work for about a month, and then when I came back, my health just continued to decline after COVID, and it reached to a point where I couldn't even work anymore. Couldn't even get out of bed. I was just so weak, and I stayed home for a while before I went to the hospital, and thank God I did at the time, because a couple more days later I could have been dead. But and fast forward to today, and I've been doing dialysis every day for the past 2 years.
Mm,
9 hours every day.
mm.
I had a few infections where I almost lost my life, but thank God I pulled out of it, and as of right now, just waiting for a kidney. Yeah.
Wow. So brother, now all that ordeal, like, nobody advised you. So wait, you said you was out for 30 days in the
Roughly
initial,
a month, yeah.
roughly about approximately 30 days. Let's just say
Yeah.
30 days. And and they paid you for those days? You didn't have to
Yeah.
use your time or anything?
No, no, no. No, I didn't use any of my time. It's basically a
So
line of duty injury at the time.
so if so how so so then how was it no paperwork generated? I mean, you could say I don't know, but the question is out there. If they paid you for 30 days, right, and
Yeah.
you didn't lose none of your time, I would assume that was a line of duty injury.
And this is what I thought, but I was asking multiple because I asked the department if it's line of duty, and they stated it's not. It's not line of duty. So they said it considered it as like a personal injury,
Now,
basically.
I made a lot of calls because
You know,
Damien brought this to my attention. I made a lot of calls, and that's one of the things I heard. So they were like, I said, but
I can't hear AJ. He's
you
his
can't
mic
hear me.
is off.
You can't hear me. Can everybody else hear me?
Yeah, I
Yes.
can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now, Derek?
Yeah.
You can't hear me. All right, Damien, take over. If you can't hear me, he can hear you.
I don't know what question you was gonna ask.
No,
Can you hear me, Derek?
Yeah, I can hear you.
yeah, I was gonna ask about the So they were saying that you got hurt.
Yeah, I still
Your,
can't hear AJ.
his
His
injury
mic is off.
wasn't in the line of duty.
He said he still can't hear you.
That's so
AJ.
they were trying to say. No, so ask him. They were saying that his injury. They're trying to say his injury wasn't in the line of duty. He caught COVID on his own. That was not a work injury.
I can't hear him.
So ask that
Now,
question.
all right. So he was saying. So AJ was saying that they are saying that you caught COVID outside of work, right? But But
But
all
you
right, I'll
can't.
let you answer. That don't even make sense. But I'll let you answer it.
You can't tell where I got. Nobody could know where they got the COVID from. You're going into
Right,
multiple houses every day, and it's like an invisible enemy where you can't see it.
right.
But it just
So I
seems
just
like
want to ask you the paperwork, right? Because I know this is just me. When I get injured on a job, there's a certain form that I filled out, right,
yeah,
to say that I got injured. Now, if I get sick on the job, right, and it could be sick because of exposure of anything, they're not going to trigger me to go fill out an incident report now because I got sick on the job from exposure.
yeah.
So what I want to ask is, where was your union? Because you may not know the steps that you need to take, but there should be safeguards there so we wouldn't be here now.
You're absolutely correct. And I asked multiple times if I could consider it line of duty, and I was told no, it's not. It's not line of duty. I was told it's not line of duty.
Mm,
You know, so why would I put in for it if they said it's not line of duty?
Right. And which it was,
Yeah,
mm-hmm,
and which state law, federal law for first responders during COVID was considered line of duty work.
mm-hmm,
And I mean, that's not only the union's not the only one responsible. The municipality is also responsible to understand the laws that were in effect through COVID. And not only that, they got ARPA money from the American Rescue Plan, which that money was sent to municipalities and governments throughout the United States to cover them for these issues, especially first responders, to make sure that the city was reimbursed for them recognizing the situation of Brother Williams, as a job injury and compensating for the money. So you had federal law, you had New York state law,
mm-hmm,
right? To cover it, and the union and the municipality was supposed to be up to date on the laws at that time of COVID. And that's the craziness about it, because you could look and see other cities even around as examples that actually use that money for that. It's not a lot of people use ChatGPT, a lot of people use Grok, but you can also use Google and find it out. I mean, it wasn't hard, but I think, and I will go to Mike Hanna next. I really think it was a failure, to even, because here's the thing: if he caught COVID and it was recognized as 207C, which it was. And you just can't tell a man that it's not without giving him due process. He never had a hearing. He never had a 207. They didn't give him anything. This is no, that's not up to a supervisor to say that. That's up to an arbitrator to say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was denied due process.
Mm-hmm.
He was denied due process. You put it in anyway, but he wasn't told to put it in. And then they didn't even look at the laws that applied even at that time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, I mean, they got a problem and they have to deal with it. Mike?
Yes, sir. Brother Derek, I just want you to know I support you fully, man, and I just ask you to stay in prayer. And we are going to try to do the best we can for you because about 15 years ago, I was in your same situation in White Plains. I was injured by a supervisor. The lieutenant on the desk did put me out 207C. Thank God for her. But long story short, I had to fight until 2024 before I got my pension. And
Wow.
if it wasn't for folks like Damon and AJ, and the good Lord Almighty, I don't know what would have happened to me because my union wasn't there for me. City Hall wasn't there for me, and they tried to battle you with their charter or the book of rules. Long story short, again, around 2017, they signed a new contract, and the chief of police gets to decide if you got hurt or worthy of 207C, if your injury was caused in the line of duty. I was out injured, I didn't know, and I got a phone call from the union president that they were firing me in like 10 days.
Wow.
So this unfortunately happens to Black cops in Westchester County. I saw it happen with two other brothers I worked with. They were able to receive disability pensions, but it took a lot longer than our white counterparts. The union throws a benefit at an Irish pub for them as soon as they get hurt. They usually pay a great portion of their lawyer fees, and they usually get their pension within like 18 months, the longest I've ever seen. But it's not the same game for us, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you that.
Right. Brother Donnie, welcome. Brother Donnie Moore, he's a retired Mount Vernon police officer. And brother, what's your opinion on what's going on right now?
Okay, first of all, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because I had this iPhone iMac. Sometimes the iPhone takes over. That's why I disappeared. I had to disconnect it from the system.
I can't hear him.
Yeah, speak a little louder.
No,
Can you hear me?
like the mic.
You're a little low.
All right, hold on 1 second. Let me just see what's going on. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
him.
having a problem hearing because he can't hear me either. So he's having a problem on his end.
On my end?
Not you.
No, Derek.
Derek can't hear me either. So he's having a problem on his end.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I can hear you.
All right, first
You can hear me
I
now?
can't hear Donnie, and I can't hear AJ.
Oh, see.
All right, Donnie, go on. We have to sign language you, Derek. So
All right. I'm gonna sign out and sign back in.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead, Donnie.
Go ahead, Donnie.
Technology, your best friend or your worst enemy?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
No, we speaking some high level ish right now. That's what the Matrix coming out trying to stop the information.
Go ahead,
You
brother
hear me now,
Donnie.
Derek?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
All right.
You hear me
First
too?
and
You hear me?
foremost, I apologize.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I apologize that you're going through this whole issue.
Mm-hmm.
After talking with you, several members, community members, i.e. AJ and Damon, and getting to the root of the issue, I'm just going to give you a little bit of history of Mount Vernon Police Department. When I came on the department, there were no more than 10 minority officers out of the department of 220 members. Today, the majority of that department is black. Today, 70% of that department's administrators, supervisors are black. But they are doing nothing for positive change. Absolutely nothing. When we were under the control, and I'm not a racist person, but when we were under control of the white man, things didn't get like this. It's when you have these black administrators now, i.e. the key culprit in this whole scenario, Gregory Addison. But I'm going to address that on Wednesday, okay? I'm dropping the bomb on Wednesday. This started with him, the former PBA president, Master Giorgio, who dropped the ball because I tried to get in contact with him several times this past week on the question of when you told him that Deputy Chief Addison told you were not eligible for 207C, did he confer with the union's attorneys, Steve Isaacs? I have not gotten a response back from him yet. That makes me believe he never told the union attorney about this. That drops the ball as far as the union, because the union president is a representative of the union. Secondly, I asked 2 prior union attorneys, did Steve Isaacs ever give the Mount Vernon PBA literature on the laws of COVID and first responders? It was told to me, no. So you got Greg Addison, you got Anthony Master Giorgio, you got Steve Isaacs. Next, you have Human Resources in City Hall. Did they ever render any sort of assistance to you? Derek?
No.
Okay.
No, at the time, no.
Okay. Did Civil Service ever render any assistance to you?
No. No.
Okay. So what we have here is a grave injustice to an individual. Now, there's one thing that in this whole scenario that I see that you did wrong. At the beginning, when you approached Addison, you never put it on paper. That's the only thing you did wrong. But they always say the city, the Mount Vernon PD is a family. That's bullshit. All they're doing is chasing the dollar. That's all they're doing. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. At this junction of this issue, as we sit here today, come July 1st, what's going to happen?
Terminate.
You'll be back at square one. You will be back at square one. Now, hopefully after Wednesday, some sort of positive steps will be done to rectify the issue that you have. Okay? Yeah. There's some intricacies in as far as the contract based on when I retired. I don't know how it's worded now, but you would have to go out on disability retirement to be eligible for lifetime medical, or you would have to do 20 continuous years. Where does that put you at today?
Oh, I have about 19 years. About roughly.
Where does that put you at as we speak today?
Well,
he will be short. He's gonna be short. Yeah.
If I don't get it,
you're right. He will be right. He will be short. He will be short.
Now the whole issue. Now I'm not really too versed in 207C. I just read small pieces of it, because it never pertained to me. The city council would have to step in and intervene and draft legislation to give you an exemption.
No. He has to. No.
Damon, you're saying something, but I'm not hearing you.
Oh, am I on mute? Hello?
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
I can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
It's crazy.
AJ was moving his mouth.
We can all hear you.
Oh, Donnie
so
might
now,
have to
now Derek can hear us, but Donnie can't hear us.
Well, listen. Here's the thing. See, with 207,
Damon is talking, but I'm not hearing a thing.
He has Donnie sign in, sign out, and sign in.
Sign out and sign back in. That's what Derek had to do.
All right, let's try that.
So while Donnie's doing that, we got to get straight with 207C. They're already court of appeals. There's already case law as far as Derek. He was denied due process. Now, on January 8th, he submitted his report. He submitted his 207C, his 207C request. They have to honor that. They cannot, once he submitted that, they cannot say we're not going to have a hearing. He still do a hearing. It's nothing Mount Vernon can do with that. Now, the legislation, going to the legislators can make a recommendation on giving his 207C, having the hearing, because the medical is clear, right? Look, the law is clear. The law is clear from federal law that first responders were covered, from New York state law, protective of assumption that does not the city has to prove that he didn't catch COVID from working, not him proving it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's New York state law. So now you got federal law, you got New York state law, and the city got $41 million of ARPA money, which some of that money was supposed to cover when first responders got sick.
I have a question,
now,
Damon.
Yes.
How much of that ARPA money was directed towards first responders?
I don't know. That's a question you gotta ask. You gotta ask the city council, the mayor, and the controller.
Well, I hope they have the answer on Wednesday.
Well, they're gonna have to ask because see, if he was already, and here's another question: if he was out for 30 days when he caught COVID, Donnie, what was he out on? And they paid him. He didn't use his sick time. He didn't use his accrued time. They paid him for 30 days.
And the supervisor somewhere had to document all of that.
Exactly. So how nobody have no documentation? And the man was out for 30 days on COVID.
Who was the commissioner back then?
Out for 30 days?
I was out roughly for a month, yeah.
Who was the commissioner back then?
I was out for a month.
I don't know. I don't remember.
You know, what the city's trying to do is say, oh, you wear a New York Jets uniform and you score touchdowns for the New York Jets, but you don't play for them.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Or the New York Knicks for AJ.
Right. So let me ask a question, David. I want to address the question I told you that I was told, so he can address it. So I was told from City Hall that you got approved by the state for your retirement. Oh, he disappeared.
Well, ask the question. I can answer it.
Right. I was told that on Tuesday he got
mute on my end.
Me? I was told on Tuesday he was approved for his retirement.
Yeah, but that means nothing.
So they said he's good. He's retired. This is what they.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. And whoever told you that is they don't understand the law. There's a difference between getting your pension under 207C than getting disability. He's literally losing money, and the fact that he's on Medicaid and not having the city's insurance.
And if they medically retired him, that's the only money Mount Vernon will be responsible for is his medical. The state of New York is going to pay his pension, so it doesn't cost Mount Vernon anything on that end.
Right. But there's two different amount of money, so he's still losing money.
Oh yeah,
he's losing a lot of money.
Well, when he wins, they're going to retro him that, but he needs that now.
They're going to have to.
He needs that now.
They're going to have to retro him his 207C. They're going to have to credit his state retirement for his pension. They're going to have to reimburse him for the 2 years that he was paying the insurance premium himself. Like, first of all, what city government that a man got an employee is not on payroll, but still paying his insurance premium and no red flags go off in HR, no red flags go off in the controller's office, no red flags go off in the court, in the clerk's office, no red flags go off in the police department. For 2 years, he's paying his own insurance premium.
You forgot one thing, Damon.
What?
They have to pay him his back pay for over those 2-year time period.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was basically paying myself with my sick time and my comp time.
Yeah, they got to give him all the sick time back. They got to give him everything back. And they have to give him a hearing. He submitted January 8th. He submitted all the paperwork that the mayor said that wasn't there.
And has he gotten
With the
any
timeline.
response yet?
Pardon me?
Have you gotten a response yet, Derek?
No.
Since January 8th?
No, nobody from the administration called me. No.
they haven't reached out to him. So
Most likely they're trying to call up to Albany and see what their options are.
Mm-hmm.
January 8th, bro? Come on, dude.
Listen,
That's a long time.
Albany's going to tell him to give that man what he owe, because they're going to look at the laws at the time, and the fact that there's already some appellate court rulings. Sullivan County, the Ramos case, similar to Derek. Appellate court ruled that they have to give him his 207C and all the benefits that it's supposed to have. And this officer had lung disease from COVID. And they can't sit here and all these little rumors that they're saying. Every health organization in the world has put out reports of long-term COVID effects on organs, your eyesight, your lungs, your kidney, your liver. Those are documented reports. Like, I don't understand how nobody in City Hall or the police department understands this. When a man's life is on the line, this is not game playing and high school chitter chatter. Someone's life is on the line. I talked to the brother earlier and how he was on dialysis for all day. Like, I really don't understand how we playing games like that. This is far beyond just right or wrong. This is a spiritual spiritual issue that we just can't do what's right by each other. And it's a black police department.
Mm-hmm.
I hear more about Derek than I hear when the white boys was going out there beating black people in Mount Vernon, and no one had anything to say about that. Nobody had anything to say about Bovell. And nobody had anything to say about my wife with Richard Thomas and Joe Spezio. We should be ashamed of ourselves as black people to do this to our own people.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be the jewel of Westchester.
It was the original Black Wakanda, 50, 60 years ago.
Until our elected officials gave away our vibranium.
Exactly. Come on, man. We have to do better. And just like Donnie said, and I'm going to keep it 100. When I met my wife, everybody that's upstairs was in the patrol. And we started the National Black Police Association. I think the only one that was upstairs when they had the chapter there around when Christopher Ridley was shot and killed. Everybody was downstairs. Everybody was in patrol. The only people that I think was upstairs was Mitch, and what was the other female detective that was upstairs? And we met at a restaurant on Gramerton Avenue. And it was a collective effort to make sure people got upstairs, Black people. And now y'all the damn problem.
But let me ask you this. From what I've been told, again, I mean, during my career there, I got wrong twice. Was anything major? Nah, it wasn't. But I was still wrong. But what's happening now, and I hope a couple of officers from Mount Vernon PD are watching this program, why aren't Blacks trying to better themselves? Why are they keep chasing the dollar? The dollar is there, it's going to come. But where is it going to be a time for positive change? I saw a news conference. Derek, no active members was there at your news conference. Back in the day, that would never have happened.
They're all scared now.
Well, their plight has changed. Their plight has changed.
They hold the power, though.
The plight has changed, though. I can't see myself in the person below me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Again, come Wednesday, it'll be a different tone. But right now, I can't understand why active members are not supporting you. I can't understand it. Why does it take retired members to come and support you? Why does it take a brother to come all the way from Virginia to New York to support you? This ain't business with me no more. This is personal because it's wrong. My Black ass will be in New York on Tuesday morning. Okay? Tuesday freaking morning. I'm coming to New York like a freaking Category 10 hurricane. Okay? I went out to the Richard Thomas administration. Now I'm going out to the Mount Vernon PD and City Hall and the so-called mayor who said she didn't know this was happening. It's not a problem. And I hope, and I'm going to put it out there now, there are certain members of the Mount Vernon Police Department that shouldn't be there because they lied on their police application. And I know personally because I did the investigation. Now, I want to see if the evidence disappears. I want to see if it disappears. So my brother, you got support, brother. It's coming.
You coming in with the fire right after the storm. Go ahead.
I'm coming in like Thor.
I'm coming with Avengers. With ice telling me license siren all the way from VA to New York. That's a whole other topic because this country, I'm telling you, it's going to blow up.
I got a question for Brother Derek, though.
Let Mike go with the question. Go ahead.
In your career, how many Black officers there were awarded 207C, to your knowledge? I mean, I know you're not internal affairs.
I'm not. Quite a few.
Oh, they were, and they didn't have the problems you did?
No, I don't think so.
You know the most recent, how long it was?
Really not sure.
Okay.
Last year.
Oh, somebody got 3 quarters last year?
Yeah, last year, apparently there was a sister who was working. She got hit by a car.
Okay.
It was on video.
Okay.
And Deputy Chief Addison said, "Oh, you're not eligible because you were on your lunch break."
Yeah, I remember that one.
What sort of bull is that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a different game for Black officers because I've seen it's a different game. Yeah, 207C wasn't a problem until Black officers started to get it.
Yeah.
No, the problem in Mount Vernon is you got Black administrators that have screwed up the whole system. Yeah. Years ago, under white command, this would not have happened.
Yeah.
Would not have happened.
I'm going to say
From what I've been hearing, it's down to one person that started all of this, and that's Deputy Chief Addison. But I got something for him, though.
Yeah.
Well, hey, listen, man. We have a Donnie, and you know, and if Corey Begee was on the show or Charles Billups was on the show, you know, and one day I'm just bring everybody on. We listen. I love a lot of black officers. I love y'all. I love y'all to death. But black officers today is different from black officers in the 90s. Black when I got the job, you know, and the mentorship is different. See, when I got the job, my mentors, they were police officers, correction officers that was in the Nation of Islam, the Black Panther Party. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they rolled a little bit different than black officers today. And I told AJ, and I said before, when I had to have press conferences on supporting officers, I had to import black officers from New York City. I couldn't get Westchester black officers to come out and stand up. I'm going to tell you 100%. So when y'all see them old press conferences, they ain't Westchester black officers. They from Long Island. They from the Bronx.
Corey, Charles, and Aaron, and all of them came from Long Island.
They from Manhattan.
And some of the other ones came from Manhattan and Brooklyn. And
they wasn't from Westchester.
A few of them came from upstate. You had even some upstate ones came through.
Exactly. We have to show unity, but we don't show no unity like that anymore. Mm-hmm. That's why I think I'm just a dinosaur. But y'all can have that. Because if you don't stick together, black officers, they're going to eat you. They're going to eat you alive, because it's no way that this should happen to this black officer. And people are not understanding their contract and understanding the laws and actually going to black organizations, black national black police organizations to understand the game. Mm-hmm. To understand the game.
But you know what the issue is, right, Damon?
What?
The issue is there is no unity at Mount Vernon PD unless you go and hanging out at some damn bar.
That's every department that's got black officers.
That's every department.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why? When I was working, Yonkers had a very strong union. Okay? Mount Vernon Jr. was nowhere near that. Why is that?
I'm told Yonkers still has a pretty good PPA.
Okay, but why doesn't Mount Vernon have a good PBA? And the department is majority black. 70% of the supervisors are black. So why doesn't Mount Vernon have a good PBA?
Mm. Well, two things. This is my personal.
Everyone's so new.
Mm. Well, everybody's new. Here's my personal opinion. First of all, the supervisors should not be in the same union as the patrolmen. It's two different interests. Mm-hmm. See, part of the problem with Derek, and part of the problem with my wife, and part of the problem with Bovell. See, when your supervisors are screwing you, they're in the same union as you. It's a conflict of interest. Mm-hmm. The supervisors, sergeant and above, have different interests than detectives and patrolmen. Totally different interests. And this is why people get screwed. Because there's a conflict of interest in having everybody in the same union.
That's right.
Because those people they're not going to fight for you. Because why? Because they're fighting another union member, another dues paying member. And that's one of the biggest problems that I see in Mount Vernon. They're all in the same union.
You know, I just want to say to all the black officers who are not speaking up, who are not standing with you, what gets me about this history should have told you.
I'm not hearing AJ.
You're looking at what's going to happen to you if you get into the same situation.
That's right.
You know, and then you're going to be coming to somebody to try to help you out. And when you don't stand with other people, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got no allies when it comes time for them. You need people to stand with you. Like, this, what happened to him could happen to any one of y'all.
True.
Any one of y'all. And
I'm
that's
hearing nothing he's saying.
and that's what I'm not understanding. Like,
I don't know what's going on. It's probably the system
You
because
gotta
of the
sign
weather.
out, sign in.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I make it clear to everybody that's listening. After Derek, Damon K. Jones is retired. Y'all are on your own.
critical thinking.
Y'all better learn and read your contract and go to some of these conferences and understand what the game is all about. Be a student of the game, because your life and your career is going to depend on it. We could get a whole bunch of black officers to party. They're all in the party.
That's what they do.
When black officers party
And work overtime.
but we can't get y'all to come to conferences and understand the institution that you're a part of. I don't know what happened. For 25 years, I used to go to conferences all around the world. Even went to Ireland and was amazed that there were black cops in Ireland. And when you travel outside of New York and you're not partying all the time, you'll learn that you're not the only one going through the same thing. And then you'll learn how other black officers got through issues. And lawsuits and everything like that. But y'all sit and y'all just party with each other. You just party with each other. And I don't care if y'all don't like me, I'm retired. But that's not police officers. That's not police officers. That's correction officers too. Them Negroes up at the jail, all they do is party too.
Yep.
All they do is party too. And try to get some overtime.
Or study all day to pass that test.
And when the white boys say something, they jump.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do in my facility, and I'm still inside.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's a culture problem. It's a culture problem.
We hate to say the term, but blue slaves.
Blue slaves.
Yeah, that's not mine.
It's going to have to change because the older officers are stepping away, and the culture shouldn't be let's make money, let's get overtime. The culture should be changing the culture, especially in the black communities. Now, I'm not saying y'all are bad cops. I'm saying y'all need to get a little more focused. See, because black people died to make sure that you had that test. You would be able, just because you passed the test and got hired, you was able to take that test off of somebody's blood, sweat, and tears.
Yep.
You didn't get there on your own. Just because you was able to take a test. You didn't get there. Listen, black officers, you didn't get there on your own. There were decades of black officers before you who fought to make sure you are where you're at now. Because I knew them. And they were very different. When my sergeant Alan Carden was attacked by some white, was verbally attacked, he stood on his own by some white correction officers at the jail. Y'all could Google him. At that time, he was chief of probation of New York. He's the highest ranking black official in New York state government at that time. Him and another partner came to Alan's house with guns in the trunk. Straight music. They were about that life. That's what I came up under. And that's why I was able to have a press conference and talk about racist officers, and go to the briefing at work and stand right next to the one I might have been talking about. About that life. So we can't sit here and allow this to happen to another black officer. How does that make us look? Because I'm telling you, the white officers don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
They have a white code regardless. Regardless, they have a white code. They take care of theirs, even if theirs were in the wrong. They don't be running around talking about them behind their back. What is wrong with us? I didn't be out here fighting for black officers to make sure they got hired all throughout Westchester County. For y'all to be yapping behind another black officer's back that needs help. This is insane. That's why I can't wait till my wife retires. And we're going to fix Derek. And good luck after that. Good luck.
So, Damon, let everybody know.
This is crazy.
Let everybody know what time in front of City Hall, the city council meeting, what they got to do. Tell it, share. Make sure you share that again.
It's Wednesday, January 28th. The press conference is at 6:30 p.m. in front of City Hall on the steps.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
look for the podium.
Look what black cowboy had the black left suit on.
Yeah, exactly. Look for the podium and the cowboy hat. We be right there. The brother with the cowboy hat at 6:30. And then we're going inside. He said, Danny says they have an extremely vindictive administration, especially if you stand against the grain. But that might be true.
Exactly. That's every municipality. Don't matter.
If y'all all stick together, they can't do a goddamn thing.
Oh, hold on. What they say? Scared money don't make no money. I'm just saying. That's what they say.
Exactly. If you stick together, they can't do it. How do you think change got in police departments all these years? It was officers sticking together.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't happening.
There was one.
That's not happening at Mount Vernon PD. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of officers were working during COVID. They went to other departments. Blah 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 blah. It was time for a contract. Fat girl, Richie Thomas Part 2, in a skirt, told them she wasn't going to give them a contract unless they put in a clause that those officers that transferred didn't get paid. And this is when I'm saying they chased the dollar. Do you know they voted on it and it passed to agree with her? So that basically said they were transferring officers without thousands of dollars. That's BS, straight up BS.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah, but unions do stuff like that all the time. But it is BS to agree with you, brother. But yeah, that was like when I was on, and the old timers voted that those new hires had to pay 5%. What was it? 25% of the medical or something like that. But it was the old timers that sold us out.
Man, for eons, Mount Vernon PBA been selling out members. Okay, just like I had a lawsuit, me and I think 7 or 8 other retirees. We had a lawsuit against the city of Mount Vernon based on the verbiage of the contract. Okay, it got up to the PBA spent like $50,000, and they said, "Oh, we're not giving you our money any more money." we opted to come out of our pockets. We lost the case, and I don't agree with the judge's decision because she based her decision on past practice, and our lawsuit was based on us not doing it according to past practice. Yet, the union benefited because now all officers, before they retire, can utilize their sick days up to 9 months. So who gained from the lawsuit? The union did, but they didn't want to support us anymore. You understand what I'm saying? But it's okay. I still got love for them. And Derek, like I said, this ain't business with me no more. It's personal because enough of effing officers over. And in your case, that's without the KY. That's not telling you to bend over. That's just on your ass over.
Oh.
And unfortunately, Mayor Patterson will be out of town. But it's okay, though. In order to get back to it, Donnie came to town and talked mad trash about it. Yes, I did. I have no problems with it. When she was running for, what was it, re-election? She was on Facebook lying her ass off. And I threw something out there, and she called up Mount Vernon PD. Anybody got Donnie's number? Oh. Then she had to contact the brother, former fire commissioner. He's like, Donnie, she want to speak to you on the three-way. I ain't got no problems with that. This ain't personal, it's business. But in Derek's case, this is personal, which makes it even worse.
Yeah, but everybody listening should realize that she could have ended this months ago with a simple call up to Albany, and those who work underneath her and say, "We're going to do this for this young man, and let's get it over with." So morally, where's their moral compass?
There is nothing.
Right.
Say what moral?
Yeah, exactly. Because City Hall could have took care of this.
When I came on that job, some old timers said, Don, you're just a number. That's all you are.
But even with me, it just didn't make sense because I was willing to come back to work, and I had to come back to work. And they totally disregarded it and gave me a termination letter instead.
Exactly. And another thing. Huh?
You know what that termination letter originated from? You know already.
Yeah.
And I spoke to the officers on the phone, the chief, acting police commissioner. He did not want to touch your subject with a 10-foot pole with me because he knew. You understand? Okay. Everything was, I can't talk about the this and that, but was your name on the termination letter? That's all I wanted to know. I can't talk about it, Don. That was a simple yes, because Derek, you told me Jay Oliver's signature was on the termination letter.
Yeah, he signed it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you really want to get funky, I can't remember where it's written at, but only a commissioner or mayor could terminate an employee at Mount Vernon PD. He's acting commissioner. So there's a little issue with that going on too.
Who's acting commissioner?
Oliver.
He's not the commissioner. And I don't know where it's written at, but I do recall reading it. It can only be the mayor or the commissioner of public safety. Jay Oliver is not the commissioner of public safety. He is the acting commissioner of public safety. So you'd have to speak to an attorney on the legal definition of that in that documentation.
Then we also got to find it. We definitely got to find it. But at the end of the day, there were laws protecting officers, and any officer that is listening, that is still listening, or that will listen in the future. There were laws to protect officers from COVID, to cover them, to make sure that they were job duty injuries. Whether what people said or not, whether he wrote it or not, it was the responsibility of the municipality to make sure that Williams had due process in the 207C hearing. And why the reports wasn't done, that's something you got to ask the union. The union has to ask. The union lawyer has to ask. Why didn't they just submit it? Why didn't they just submit it and then let the process work out? I don't understand that. And it was sad because when we had the press conference with Jesse Van Loo, you know, Derek, when we went upstairs, that was the first time you've been to HR. Where the hell was HR?
Yeah.
They should have put you on FMLA the first day that you started using your own time when you was sick.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody
And let me
told
tell
me.
you, I was a union delegate for 13 years at Westchester County Department of Correction. That's what you get union days for, to go out and help officers. Even if you had to go to their house, have them fill out the paperwork, and take it where it needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Union days is for doing union work and protecting your membership. If this man is on dialysis, take him the paperwork. Let him sign the paperwork, or let him go, let the doctor sign it and go back, pick it up and take it over.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're supposed to do when you get your union days. Especially when you have a member that is sick and has kidney failure and that's on dialysis. And this is not personal to anybody, but this is how it's supposed to work, because we wouldn't be in this position today if he was if he had FMLA. But now the city's looking at lawsuits, because to tell a man that's literally disabled that he can't come to work, now you're violating other federal laws against the disabled.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who makes what law books do y'all read? What policies do y'all read?
They only read it when they trigger to read.
There's a litany of mistakes. A litany of mistakes that should never have happened to Derek.
Don't worry about it, bro. We gonna get you straight.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
And those that did you wrong, as AJ said, we're gonna hold your feet to the fire, hold the fire to your feet.
and everybody make sure they call City Hall to speak on Wednesday, so we can put it all on the record, and that the city council will have to respond. They're going to have to respond with the report. And we also going to request again. Huh?
I bet you they don't be prepared.
Well, we'll see.
Well, we definitely gonna see, because as soon as they see my black, they're like, oh, there's that nigga again. He taxed
Well, they're gonna have to respond, bro. First of all, they're gonna have to. By law, they're gonna have to give them a 207C hearing. They can hold off all they want. They're just violating the law.
So you told everybody they got to call the city to speak at this Mount Vernon City Council meeting. You need to call the city clerk's office at 914-665-2300. 914-665-2300 to register to speak at the city council meeting.
Yeah. Yeah. And make sure everybody register to speak. And we'll be at 6:30. We'll be in front of City Hall at the press conference. Then we all going upstairs. Brother Danny O'Grady. I was told that you coming out, and it's good to see Brother Danny O'Grady, my friend, and other retired Mount Vernon police officers need to come out, and the active officers need to stand out there too, because this affects you.
It could happen to anybody.
This is the third time a black officer has been left out in the cold. My wife, Bovell, and now Williams.
Coming together.
So, it has to stop. It really has to stop. And a lot of y'all are very good officers, but you got to have some unity, because the next person might be you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm changing my number after my wife retired.
Don't call me looking for Damon.
Or me.
Straight music, because I'm not dealing with this no more. It's
Let's
very sad.
Let's see how many active members show up at City Hall on Wednesday at 6:30. Let's just see.
Derek, I got one last question. Has clergy reached out to you, supported you privately, publicly?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Oh, they did. Oh, okay.
Oh
Okay.
no. Well, my personal church has.
Oh, your personal church. Okay. But all those big churches in Mount Vernon, none of those pastors did nothing? Okay.
Nah.
I had to ask.
Nah. Listen, they're consistent. None of them came out for my wife. None of them came out for Bovell. Ain't none of them coming out. One thing they are is consistent. Zero due process, no care of officers. I'll put that back up. Only fear, intimidation, position changes, etc. Exactly, Danny.
And Cheryl reminded me, so you can't call City Hall tomorrow because it will be closed. I get the notice. So you have to call Tuesday or Wednesday if you want to speak.
Yeah, make sure people close.
You won't get nobody tomorrow. City Hall is closed.
Yeah, but I mean, we got to straighten it out. And Blacks in Law Enforcement of America is writing a official letter to the council, to the council, and it will be Tuesday. It will be up online. So everybody can read it. It's full transparency on where we stand as a national Black law enforcement organization in supporting our brother Derek Williams. We're gonna make it clear where we stand. We're gonna make it clear of the laws and legislation that the city is constantly violating in this man's rights, and the recommendations of what we want to see from the city and a time frame that is going to have to happen. We'll be right back in front of City Hall, because this is not a game. I don't know what people are thinking. This is not a game when a man's life is on the line, and he served the city of Mount Vernon well and did his job. Not everybody's perfect, but he did the job that he was supposed to do, and he's due the protections that the federal government and the state said he had, and he still has.
Mm-hmm.
And if nobody can understand that, then you ain't got no heart and your spirit is dead. So any last words, Derek?
That's about it. Just come out and support. I'll make sure I'll be there.
Exactly. You gonna be there, brother. We gonna make sure you there, man. We gonna
If
make
I
sure
can
you
be
there.
there, you can be there. Trust me.
Oh, help permit. Sometimes,
I'm coming through the damn snowstorm. You hear what I'm saying?
Sometimes my mind want to go, but my body is just saying, nah, man.
I'm gonna pick your Black ass up. You know what I'm saying? We got like a half an inch, and they freaked out here in Virginia. I'm like, oh, y'all have no idea.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. I had to run out because my beautiful wife said, "Oh my God, I didn't buy enough food." So I did it quick too, because there's a little thing called Quick Check down the street, and Derek laughing, and and it got all, it's like a grocery store and a gas station. Man, I had to clear off my truck and throw it in the 4-wheel drive low, and I trucked all the way down there, man. But it's dude, it's bad out there. Like, I got a Jeep Wrangler. Then I was having a little fun flipping it, turning it. With the one hand, like the snow just going over. Then I came home, man, And on the way home, I saw a car accident. I was like, Jesus Christ. Right. But it's bad out there. It's really bad. I hope everybody stayed great. Derek was always nothing short of a gentleman, great partner who's worthy of everyone's support. Thank you, Dan. No, man, thank you, man. And I'll see you Wednesday. Yeah, and I'll see you Wednesday, my brother. Listen, man, after the thing, man, we gotta go across the street. I haven't seen Danny in a minute, bro. We gotta go across the street and have a drink, man. We all got it because I've seen Donnie, me and Donnie, we talk, but just to hang out and fellowship, Derek, you can't drink. No, but you have some water, man.
You can have a mocktail. It's okay. They got it's a new thing called mocktails.
But we, because I haven't seen Danny in a minute, man. I mean, and Donnie, we talk all the time. So, and Mike, I ain't seen you. Mike coming, so I haven't really seen Mike. We go, but Mike don't drink. But
you just gotta pray the Pittsburgh runways get clear tomorrow. So I'm flying. I ain't driving, but I'll get there. I'll be there.
So it's a brotherhood, man, and we just gotta. I hope the young officers understand it's beyond having fun, man. It's a brotherhood, and it's about empowering, man. We gotta empower ourselves. Not just black officers, but white officers too, and everybody that think alike. Everybody that think alike. Yeah, there's some fools on with every color, but we just gotta empower ourselves because we the only ones that's gonna save us. As Barbara Edwards says, ain't nobody saving us but ourselves. She said that early on today in the show. Ain't nobody else gonna come and save you but yourself. Mm-hmm. You can wait for Jesus all you want, but you got to put the work in. Even Jesus gonna tell you to put the work in.
True. Well, faith without works is dead.
Exactly. So we got to do it, man. And I want to thank everybody. Derek, I want to thank you for standing up and being strong, man, with everything that you're going through. You still doing your thing, man. Yeah. Mike, I want to thank you for your continued support. And Donnie, I want to thank you for coming on. And listen, man, we about to get up out of here.
A couple of quick announcements, real quick. So we did say City Hall is closed tomorrow. Parking rules are suspended for the whole week. And anybody who's homeless or knows or is out without electricity or something, they have warming centers. One is at the Adult Center on 22 East 1st Street. They got everything you need: hot water, blankets, a place to rest and get some heat. They're open today and tomorrow, the 25th and the 26th. So if you know somebody who needs that information, tell them. Those are the two informations. Everybody be warm out there. You shoveling, take it easy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out there.
Mm-hmm. Be safe.
Everybody be safe and make sure
be safe.
You being black-tastic in your house.
And check on your elders, check on the vulnerable, check on each other.
Your elders, your neighbors, yes. Your elders, your neighbors, yes.
Mm-hmm. Y'all be
safe.
So
God bless everybody. We out. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Good night. On Wednesday, January 28th at Mount Vernon, New York City Hall, law enforcement and the community are coming together at Mount Vernon City Hall to stand with Officer Derek Williams, a 19-year police veteran battling kidney failure after contracting COVID while protecting the city. A press conference begins at 6:30 p.m., followed by the city council meeting at 7 p.m. Join us to demand that Mount Vernon follow state and federal laws protecting officers who contracted COVID-19 during the pandemic. Call 914-665-2300 to sign up to speak, in person or via Zoom. Silence protects failure. Presence demands accountability. This Valentine's Day, make it sweet with Cupcake Cutie Boutique. They're serving fresh, hand-dipped chocolate-covered strawberries, perfect for date night, gifts, or a treat for yourself. For a limited time, order through DoorDash, Uber Eats, or Grubhub and get 20% off our chocolate-covered strawberries. Love should taste this good. But don't wait, this Valentine's Day deal won't last long. Are you ready to put your brand in front of the people who matter? Black Westchester Magazine is your platform. With over 90,000 monthly website readers and more than 250,000 YouTube viewers every month, we give your business unmatched exposure. From email blasts straight to our subscribers, to video commercials, website promotions, and targeted campaigns, we've got the tools to help you connect, engage, and grow. Whether you're a local business, a national brand, a rising entrepreneur, or just promoting an upcoming event, Black Westchester is where culture, community, and commerce meet. Contact us today or scan the QR code and start building with us. Don't just advertise, be part of the movement, be part of Black Westchester, be Blacktastic. Rep the movement. Get your official Black Westchester merch today. Hoodies, tees, and more at blackwestchestermerch.shop. Wear your voice, make a statement. Damon K. Jones exposes the lies and challenges the gatekeepers in Black politics in his powerful book, Emotional Politics and Logical Failure. Black America needs fewer emotions and more outcomes. Our communities deserve better. On sale now, get the book or audiobook on Amazon. From the streets of Westchester to the heart of hip hop, discover A.J. Woodson's powerful collection. Black Westchester, the origin story. We got our own thing. Hip hop from the 9, 1, 4, and Black Westchester celebrate Black women of Westchester. Available now at blackwestchester.com and on Amazon. Get your copies today. Tolerance is for Cowards by Damon K. Jones. This book is not anti-police, it's pro-community. Discover how the extended policing strategy empowers you to demand real public safety, justice, and accountability from your local police department. Because the Black community deserves good policing. On sale now on Amazon and Audible. Discover Jesus and Divine Black Masculinity by Damon K. Jones. This a bold blueprint to restore faith, manhood, and purpose in Black America. Because the Black community needs good Black men. Available now on Amazon. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like and share it with others who need to hear the truth. And for exclusive content and behind the scenes access, join the Black Westchester Magazine YouTube membership club today. Your support helps us keep independent Black media strong. Big thank you for the super chat support. We appreciate your help in keeping the conversation and independent Black media strong. Black Westchester is the. Thank you for watching another Blacktastic episode of the People Before Politics show. Sunday Rundown, powered by Black Westchester Magazine. We appreciate every single one of you who tuned in, commented, shared the stream, and joined the conversation. Your support is the reason independent Black media continues to thrive and speak truth without fear. Every week, we show up to bring clarity, accountability, and real community insight to the stories that matter. And you show up with us. Whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, or X, we want you to know that your voice, your engagement, and your presence make this platform stronger. Thank you for rocking with Damon K. Jones, A.J. Woodson, and Larnez Kinsey as we break down the issues that many outlets ignore. And thank you for supporting a space where Black thought, Black leadership, and Black truth-telling still matter.